game now. Aberdeen weathered an initial storm. They lost a crazy goal, or the origin of it was crazy, and they have fought back. And from this parity, you get the impression that Aberdeen are growing in confidence. Rangers still sending these high balls into the heart of the Aberdeen defence, who are noted for coping with that sort of service. Here's Drinkle. Well, the referee had to very quickly come between the two players, and it was getting a little bit edgy there. Likes it from the referee, and I think they've got to play hard, but they're quite aware of the spotlight on this game this afternoon. Off the back of the head of Butcher, but Brown is there. Not the best of clearances, that's a gift. Free kick. Without any question. Tinkle not too anxious to shake a hand there. 26 minutes gone of the first half. Aberdeen 1, Rangers 1. Stevens with time to bring that down. Drinkle, beautiful move. He tries to put it in, and the two of them miss it. Quite astonishing. Again, an extremely lethal ball. And again, the Aberdeen goalkeeper looked quite transfixed. Now, he made this for himself. I just watched the goalkeeper. Stood there, and I think he might just have got a touch away.
These are the dangerous balls. The balls in the air, Aberdeen are just gobbling them up, but the ones hammered across, it's causing all sorts of problems.
Willie Miller. Shaking his head ruefully about that. He would criticise anybody else for doing that. Ali McCoy's absolutely no chance of getting onto the end of that very long pass. Here's Brown. Ferguson. Tries to lay it off the hoist. There's a chip by Walters. Well, I think that was a very intelligent finish. Others may have been tempted to lash out at that. But seeing that wall of defenders so close to him, he decided on a very quick chip. Seen there, it broke to him. Wall of players, and look at the way he tried to dig under it and lift it over.
Walters has got all the room in the world here, and no one picked him up at all. But the ball doesn't seem to be going. Wilkins is not controlling the game at all. Simpson's handling him very, very competently.
Here's Walters, and I think an arm used. Free kick to Aberdeen. David Robertson to take it. Bet. Good control. Gary Stevens, and in came Cooper. Just got rid of that. A lot of mistakes being made here. That was a deflection. Neil Cooper, along with Ray Wilkins, hasn't been seen all that much in this game. Hewitt. Aberdeen putting the passes together much, much better. That shows you confidence. They wanted to play it around, keep possession, get somebody in an empty position. That's a brilliant ball by Willie Miller. Bent. It goes free, and there is Ferguson. Connor. Oh, Aberdeen are a different team now, Ali.
Yes, they're throwing everyone up into attack, and they're only keeping the 2 and 3 men back. It's now a good game because both teams are throwing everything up. Very sportingly played as well.
And that was Connor's shot. David Dodds again, not all that far away. Well, the referee, I think, very rightly is hammering the tackle from the rear very hard. The illegal tackle, I may say. Just get the impression that some Rangers players are feeling the audacity of Aberdeen coming back and equalising. I think they're affected by that. Aberdeen now should try to exploit that.
Here's another chance. Yes, I think that Aberdeen have surprised themselves more than anything, how easily they've got back into the game. And they were both terrible goals, really, to lose. And they're throwing now everything, and it's accurate passing by Aberdeen.
And the corner to Aberdeen. Gary Stevens, I think, may have been complaining about something, and he has given the sternest of warnings. Jim Bett taking plenty time about this. Play by Butcher, but not out of the danger zone. Well, that ball seemed to be well behind him when he caught it, Ali.
It was a dangerous one, but he seemed to come out just slightly too far. Whether the wind's been troublesome down there, very difficult. From here it looks all right.
And Aberdeen certainly in the ascendancy against a very flat-looking Rangers side at the moment. Offside. But look at the way that Bett had made that run. He's one of the best in the game at suddenly coming forward very quickly and exposing a defence. Just about a stride offside, though. Here's Stevens. Taken very easily there by David Robertson. He's settled into his cast now despite having been booked early on. Ferguson. Miller did the right thing. Coist. Stevens. Miller once again there. This is Ferguson. Did well to get that in. Stevens did the right thing, following up. Obviously went through his mind that something might just break to him.
I think Rangers have done their homework. They've decided to hit no high balls into the box, and they're playing everything across low, and it's causing problems when they do it. Unfortunately, Walters has not got into the game yet. He's decided to depart to the left side of the field now.
Which is a credit to the way Aberdeen have organised the defence and marked this man. It was Goff. Drinkle. That will be a free kick. Aberdeen players didn't like that, Willie Miller in particular. And I really am rather surprised now that there's dissent. I'm not at all surprised by the way the game's being played on the top, as it were, but dissent seems to be suicide, considering the build-up to this game.
It's stupid, you know, but it's in his nature, Dodds, to argue. You get nowhere with doing it.
Free kick to Rangers. There's Walters. Richard Gough is there and just out of touch. Free determined ploy to get this big fellow into the penalty area, to get up high and head it down back the way for somebody running in. Exactly 10 minutes to half-time, the game very evenly balanced. Oh, that was a sheer accident. But it is a foul. And really that's Bet is perhaps having as big an influence at the moment. I mean, his runs, the way he's pushing the ball around. At this stage, Rangers don't have anybody doing that, and one would have expected Wilkins, as you suggested earlier, Ali, to be fulfilling that role. Free kick. Ferguson. Down the line, beautiful piece of play again. Drinkle. I think the goal kick's been given. Well, he must have dragged the ball over the line. Well, the goalkeeper is having some repairs done to him. I'm not... Well. Oh, that's a risk. Can't be all that bad. Or is it just the glove that had come loose? Perhaps that's it. Gough slightly misjudged that. Drinkle. Hewitt. Willie Miller superbly. I think he relishes this sort of game. Robertson. And trying to cut off players in midfield, both sides, before they can make long runs like that. It's Bet. Followed right across field by Neil Cooper. Cooper watching him very closely. Trying for the long one. Well, David Dodds almost got the touch there. I would have thought there was a bit of pushing going on. So let's watch this again. Very good throw. Oh, it was a touch by Dodds, and the Rangers goalkeeper on that very quickly. Aberdeen. Much, vastly improved side, no less. And having said that, Willie Miller makes his first mistake of the afternoon. But certainly a vastly improved side from the one we saw in the first 15 minutes. I don't think the floodlights are on at Aberdeen Park. It's getting extremely gloomy. I don't know whether that's reflected in your picture back home or not. Don't turn the candles on yet. One forward by Stevens. Ferguson trying to follow up, and good defensive work as usual by Hewitt. Well, that was a wasted ball. And the referee waving play on, although I think Dodds was pulling back, and Butcher.
I think he played the advantage role. It was more advantageous to Rangers to let it go through to Woods. And the moment Aberdeen are completely in control for the last 15 minutes.
Butcher. Walters. Being marked very closely. As soon as he got the ball, he was closed down by 3 men. Out to Walters. Simpson. Well taken by Brown. Just a bit too obvious, that play by Rangers. Here's Butcher. Puts his left foot to action to great effect. Here's Walters. High and mighty and nobody there for Rangers. Ball still in play. Just under 5 minutes to half time. Ali. I think they must have heard us talking about the lights. They are certainly now on. The shadows appearing. One of these from Ian Ferguson. Oh, that was bad at the end of that. If he'd got through now, John Brown to Walters. Hardly seen him in this game. Flicker of him in the first half, in the first 15 minutes. Connor. Here's Butcher. To Wilkins. That's meant for Stevens, but it's too strong. Throw to Aberdeen. Breaks to Cooper. Still in play, Robertson. Charlie Nicholas. Bad ball by Nicholas. It plays way to the right side of him. Simpson. Connor. Looking for a 1-2 here. David Dodds. Well, an edgy-looking Rangers defence, I must say, with outstanding players there. Their calibre of experience. There's a tension about them now, Ali.
Yeah, I think the Aberdeen midfield's playing absolutely magnificently. Beck, Connor and Simpson are absolutely magnificent at the moment. And in Rangers' team, their midfield's a complete shambles at the moment.
Charlie Nicholas not at all happy about that decision, but the play goes on. Wilkins. We're hearing the Aberdeen supporters now. Offside. And there is the very happy-looking bunch from Aberdeen. Pouring their heart out to this man in particular, Willie Miller, the captain. Drinko closing down very quickly. Easy one for Stevens, but nobody there for Rangers. Willie Miller. Now, Walters, a little bit of freedom this time. Bit too obvious. Didn't seem to want to change his direction at all, and that's what he's so good at, of course. That's a goal kick. Some Rangers players think it was a corner. McKinney showing a little bit of skill and confidence. We make it about a minute to half-time. John Brown totally deceived by that one. But Butcher covers. Trying to find Frinkle. Alec McLeish goes with that. Oh, he got rid of that very well. Stevens, well off that. Now, Jim Bennett. Aberdeen have set numbers here, and that's good defensive work there by Ferguson. Really fought back well. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, Rangers, the favourites for this final, and who took the lead under extraordinary circumstances, and then being pinned back by Aberdeen and equaliser by David Dodds, are looking very shaky at this stage. And this is the man who transformed his side by getting that snatched equaliser. Aberdeen certainly finishing the more powerful side, I would have thought, Ali.
Yes, I think Rangers were the first 15 minutes. Rangers dominated it, and then Aberdeen, once they went one behind, suddenly decided we're here to make up, got to make up the numbers to possibly win it. And since then, the midfield of Aberdeen have absolutely dominated it. But to me, the outstanding player at the moment is Beth.
And at half-time, I would imagine the team talks in the dressing rooms are going to be very interesting indeed. We'll see what our team talk is back in the studio with Dougie Donnelly.
Thanks, Archie. Yes, one each at half-time and another good final, Jim.
Yes, good first half. Ideally poised at this stage where either side could win in the second half. No domination by either team in that half, and good performances from quite a number of players.
Alan, is it living up to your expectations?
Well, I don't think there's the fierceness attached to it, which I imagined there would be. But it's an enthralling first 45 minutes, and I'm enjoying every single minute of it. I'm glad to say that George Smith and the two linesmen are distinguishing themselves very well so far.
No controversy. One booking, young David Robertson. Ali suggested maybe a little bit harsh, but I think that's a manager talking.
I would say that's probably the right assessment of that, Dougie.
Yeah.
I would imagine the first person who had the bad foul was bound to go into the book, and it turned out to be Robertson, unfortunately.
Yes. Well, let's take a look at the first goal then, and the penalty incident which led to it, and the aforementioned David Robertson, unfortunately, I'm sure at this very moment, will be getting a bit of a roasting from Alex Smith. Very careless throw-in, which in fact led to that penalty incident. Here it is. It really was very rash, Jim, wasn't it? Because Snelders had not much chance to come for it.
No, although I think he misjudged the situation a little as well, Dougie. It was a bad throw, first of all, but he seems to misjudge just how far away the Rangers player was from him when he went for the ball there. And of course, once it was past him, then you must expect a keeper. I know it's against the rules of the game, but no keeper's going to let the forward pass him in that situation.
I had to pull him down. I suppose from a referee's point of view, Alan, that's the kind of penalty that you like to give if you've got to give one, because there's no argument about it.
Well, it was certainly the correct decision. I'm very surprised that the goalkeeper didn't rush out of his box and perhaps try and even bundle the McCoist in that incident outside of the box, first of all. But George obviously allowed it to go. There was just a slight trap of the player a yard outside the box, and they allowed it to continue into the box, and the resultant penalty kick was correct.
That's right. Kevin Drinkle, in fact, the man involved in the incident, and Ali McCoy's made his usual immaculate job of the penalty. Theo Snelders did, in fact, guess correctly, but it was so well struck he couldn't get to it. Here it is.
He's done it.
Good start, 13 minutes gone, Rangers 1 up, and as always when a goal is scored, Jim, for 10 minutes or so afterwards, Rangers looked very much in command and looked as if they were going to make it 2, didn't they?
Yes, pretty dominant at that point. Mark Walters got some space in the wings, went past young Robertson a couple of times. Theo Snelders, I thought, looked a little bit unhappy after the goal. I don't know whether it affected him or not. but it didn't take Aberdeen long to come back into it again.
No, that's true. In fact, we can have a look at the Aberdeen goal. And again, coming more from a defensive mistake, really, than any great creativity up front by Aberdeen.
20 minutes gone. Aberdeen with the corner kick, and that's the equaliser. Dodds.
And the Rangers fans watching, I'm quite sure, were saying lucky Dodds, but strikers are paid to be in the right place at the right time, and that's exactly what he was, Alan, wasn't he?
Yes, it was rather fortuitous, but at the end of the day, the ball ended up in the net, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, came off his right thigh. Jim, would you criticise the Rangers defenders, or Chris Woods perhaps? I've seen about 4 of them all going for that same ball, and they all missed it.
Well, it's a goalkeeper's decision to come at that time, Dougie, and if he comes, he really has to be quite sure that he has space to make sure he gets the ball, and there are 2 defenders in front of him at that particular point there, and there was no way, I think, that he would have managed to get there at all. So you must put that down as a mistake.
In the defence of the Rangers defenders, I mean, they're very aware of the threat Alec McLeish poses coming up for those high balls.
Yes, that's true, but it only took place, what, about 6-7 yards out, and I think the keeper only comes when he knows he's got an unimpeded progress to the ball, and in that case there was no way that was going to happen there.
Let's talk about the midfield battle, which is obviously always important. I think most of us felt that Rangers perhaps had the edge in midfield. That doesn't really seem to have been borne out. I think Aberdeen probably have dominated there, haven't they?
I would say yes, that's probably correct. Jim Betts had a marvellous match so far. I think it's significant, mind you, that they're still managing to hold their own without any major contribution from Simpson. And the point I made before the match, I think, has been borne out by the fact that Simpson appears to want to get rid of the ball as soon as it arrives at his feet, whereas he's usually a very forceful midfield player who wants to hear in and goal and feed his forwards, but he's not doing that at the moment. So considering he's not really in the action, they're doing very well at the moment.
Yeah, understandably, I think, Jim. I mean, you and Alan disagreed, as we had before him, about whether Simi should be playing at all, but he does look to me to be taking the easy option most times.
Well, I think that was to be expected, but he